The coaches put in so much work with their athletes. Preparing men, go ahead and bring your out. This gentleman, I'll let him introduce himself. How you doing? What's your name and what's your team?
Jerry Sasser, Extremely All-Star Cheerleaders!
You know, yesterday, a bunch of the squads went over to the fun station, had a real good time. Somebody said, Jared was just hanging out with the girls and just having a darn good time. I'm like, you know, you spend so many hours. How many hours per week do you spend with your athletes?
Half an hour, maybe. More than enough. I moved in a couple years ago and I've never moved out, so I live there.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, the thing that I want to discuss right now are the people that support the coach. And we want to acknowledge, not only, I mean, we often speak of how you support, let's move forward a little bit. We often speak about how the parents do so much for their kids when they decide to go into cheerleading. But, you know, when you become a coach of any sport, whoever supports you, that plays a very important role as well. We'd like to bring up your support team. What's your name?
Anna Seth.
Anna Seth, would you come over here, please? She didn't know this was happening, but I just think it's important. Hey, how you doing? I'm Clint. Nice to meet you. Anna Seth? It's very nice. All right, let me ask you a couple of questions. I mean, in your opinion, how many hours a week is he working with these kids?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
A lot. Yeah.
Something else. In fact, you know what? I'm going to let Jared handle this. If somebody wants to say to you.
Through cheerleading, throughout my entire life, I've met thousands of people that became family to me. And I met you through cheerleading also. And I love you and I want you to be with me for the rest of your life. You're my best friend, and will you be my mom?
This is not a marriage ceremony, but it is an engagement commitment. So, Jerry, you take Anna Seth as your fiancé. You promise to plan a wedding that will meet all of her expectations. You give her your heart, your soul, and everything you are. And will you please have lots of patience as she shows you China patterns and colors and invitations and all that kind of stuff? Do you promise to be a great fiancé? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Anna Seth, he's just a guy. You know how guys are when they try to approach the wedding. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to ask him his opinion, and he's going to say, honey, whatever you want. Do you promise to be a great fiancé? Have a lot of patience with him. He'd rather go drink a little beer instead of go over to the tuck shop or whatever. Do you take him to be your fiancé? And do you promise to be patient and loving to him during the entire planning process? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Now, there's one little piece of advice I'm going to give both of you. I've already mentioned that really all he wants is for you to be happy. The one thing that he wants on his wedding day is for you to have that look in your eye as you're exchanging the vows. You're not thinking about the cake. You're not thinking about anything else. All you're thinking about is he's your man, you're his woman, and doggone it, this is the happiest moment of your entire life. Do you promise to give him that in the middle of the ceremony?